Did you know a high-quality cooler can literally save you hundreds of dollars on a long road trip? Seriously. Between melted ice, spoiled food, constant gas station stops, and warm drinks after only a few hours, a bad cooler becomes way more expensive than people realize. But here's the crazy part. Some of the best coolers today can keep ice frozen for days while folding flat enough to fit under your bed when you get home. So which cooler is actually worth bringing on your next adventure? Today, we're counting down the 5 best coolers for road trips. From ultra-portable travel companions to rugged ice retention monsters built for serious cross-country travel. We'll compare them head-to-head so you know exactly which one fits your style best. And trust me, the number one pick completely surprised me. All the links are in the description. Number 5. Clever-made Pacifica Collapsible Cooler Bag. If you're someone who hates bulky coolers taking over your trunk space, the Clever-made Pacifica instantly stands out because this thing collapses down to only about 4 inches thick when you're done using it. That alone makes it way more practical than large hard coolers like the EcoSmile or Coleman Snap and Go if you live in an apartment, drive a smaller vehicle, or simply don't want giant plastic boxes sitting around your garage all year. It uses Clever-Made's snap hinge design, so it pops open into a structured cooler instead of folding inward like cheap soft bags, and it can hold up to 50 cans without ice, which is honestly impressive for something this portable. Compared to the Titan Arctic Zone, the Clever-Made feels more flexible and travel-friendly, especially for grocery runs, beach days, or quick weekend drives, but the trade-off is insulation performance. This cooler is built more for day trips rather than multi-day camping, because it simply can't compete with the thicker insulation of the EcoSmile or even the Arctic Hard Cooler. Still, for people who prioritize lightweight portability, easy storage, and affordability over extreme ice retention, this is one of the smartest travel-friendly cooler designs out there. What do you think? Would you sacrifice long-term ice retention for something easier to carry and store? Let me know in the comments. Number 4. EcoSmile Rotomolded Cooler. Now, if the Clever-Made is the lightweight traveler of the group, the EcoSmile is the complete opposite. This thing is basically a tank with insulation. Designed with rotomolded construction similar to premium coolers that cost way more, the EcoSmile is made for people doing long road trips, overlanding adventures, fishing weekends, or camping trips where keeping ice frozen for several days actually matters. Compared to the Coleman Snap and Go, the EcoSmile is significantly heavier and less portable, but it absolutely destroys it in pure cooling performance and durability. This thing can reportedly hold ice for up to 5 days under the right conditions, which puts it in a totally different league than softer coolers like the Clever-Made or Titan. And honestly, one of the biggest surprises here is the value. Compared directly to expensive premium brands like Yeti or Arctic's larger models, the EcoSmile delivers very similar ruggedness and insulation at a fraction of the price. The heavy-duty latches, thick polyurethane insulation, built-in bottle opener, and even the ability to sit on the cooler like a chair make it feel incredibly overbuilt in the best way possible. The only downside? Portability. Once fully loaded, this thing gets heavy fast. So if you're constantly moving your cooler in and out of the car, the Arctic 16 QT might make more sense. But if maximum ice retention is your top priority, the EcoSmile is a serious beast. Number 3. Titan by Arctic Zone Deep Freeze Cooler. The Titan Deep Freeze Cooler lands right in the sweet spot between convenience and performance, and honestly, this might be the easiest cooler to live with on a daily basis. The biggest standout feature is the zipperless flip-open lid, which sounds simple until you realize how annoying traditional cooler zippers become after months of sand, dirt, and constant opening and closing. Compared to the Clever-Made Pacifica, the Titan feels more rugged and organized thanks to its removable hard-body liner and smart shelf system that keeps sandwiches or snacks from getting crushed by ice and drinks underneath. But compared to the Arctic or EcoSmile hard coolers, it definitely sacrifices long-term cold retention for easier access and portability. This cooler really shines for sports games, work commutes, beach days, and quick road trips where you're constantly grabbing drinks without wanting to unzip or unlatch anything. The Rhino-Tech exterior also holds up surprisingly well against stains and rough use, making it feel more premium than its price suggests. Now, if you need multi-day ice retention, the EcoSmile still wins easily. But if convenience matters more than extreme cooling power, the Titan is probably the most user-friendly cooler on this entire list. And honestly, for everyday use, that convenience factor matters way more than most people think. Number 2. Arctic 16 QT Road Trip Cooler. The Arctic 16 Qt Road Trip Cooler feels like it was specifically designed for people who practically live in their vehicle. This thing absolutely nails the balance between portability, durability, and real-world usability better than almost anything else here. Unlike the bulky EcoSmile, the Arctic stays lightweight enough to comfortably carry with one hand while still delivering hard-sided protection and impressive insulation performance. Compared to the Titan or Clever Made, the Arctic feels much more premium and secure thanks to its freezer-style gasket, dense foam insulation, and hard shell build that protects food way better during long drives. One feature I genuinely love is the tall upright design because it fits behind car seats beautifully while still holding upright bottles and a surprising amount of drinks for its size. The locking lid mechanism also feels way smoother and more refined than many coolers in this price range. Now, compared to the Coleman Snap and Go, the Arctic doesn't offer nearly as much capacity or collapsibility, but it absolutely wins in portability and overall ease of daily use. Ice retention is also very impressive considering how lightweight this cooler is. It may not compete with the EcoSmile's multi-day performance, but for day trips, road travel, sports events, and everyday adventures, this cooler honestly feels incredibly dialed in. If you travel solo or as a couple, this might actually be the perfect road trip cooler. Number 1. Coleman Snap & Go 45-quart collapsible hard cooler. This cooler honestly feels like someone combined the best parts of a soft cooler and a hard cooler into one product. The Coleman Snap & Go is easily one of the most innovative coolers on this list because it delivers real hard cooler structure and insulation while still collapsing down dramatically for storage. Compared to the Clever Made Pacifica, the Coleman feels much sturdier, more insulated, and far better suited for longer road trips or family adventures. But unlike massive rotomolded coolers like the EcoSmile, it doesn't permanently dominate your garage or trunk space. That balance is exactly why this cooler stands out so much. It holds up to 76 cans, supports up to 200 pounds on top, and still folds down slim enough to store under a bed or inside a closet. The 55-hour ice retention performance also puts it significantly ahead of most collapsible competitors while remaining easier to transport than traditional heavy-duty coolers. Sure, collapsing it back down takes slightly more effort than the Clever Made, because the liner sometimes needs adjusting, but honestly, that's a tiny trade-off considering how much structure and insulation you're getting here. Compared to every cooler on this list, the Coleman probably offers the best overall combination of storage efficiency, portability, cooling performance, and family-friendly capacity. And for road trips specifically, that balance matters a lot. Now, choosing the overall winner wasn't easy, because every cooler here targets a slightly different type of traveler. If you want maximum ice retention for serious camping or overlanding, the EcoSmile is probably the strongest performer. If you want the easiest everyday cooler to carry around, the Arctic is fantastic. And if portability matters more than anything else, the Clever Made is incredibly practical. But overall, the winner has to be the Coleman Snap & Go. Why? Because it solves one of the biggest problems people actually face with coolers: storage space. It combines large capacity cooling performance with collapsible convenience better than anything else here, making it insanely versatile for road trips, family travel, camping, grocery runs, tailgates, and everyday use. It simply delivers the best all-around package for the widest range of people. And there you have it, the 5 best coolers for road trips that can keep your drinks ice cold, your snacks fresh, and your adventure running smoothly, no matter where the road takes you. Whether you're planning a quick weekend escape, a cross-country drive, or an off-grid camping adventure, there's definitely a cooler on this list built for your style of travel. So which one would you pick? Or did we miss a cooler you think deserves a spot here? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next gear breakdown and adventure guide. All the links are in the description.